Today we're going to show you a cute little trick. We call these floral embellishments. This is a beautiful little cluster of flowers with ribbon in it, a couple little sprigs of this and that. And this is coming out of that surprise box that you have that nobody wants to touch because you have a little bit of this and that. And hopefully someday somebody will come along and do something with it. So we're going to show you what you can do with it. This is what it looks like in the bottom. All we have done is attached it to this little piece of foam core, and I'm going to show you how that's done. This is another one here. You can see it's decorated, this little basket. You can do like some bath products here or maybe a nice bottle of wine. But again, this is a floral embellishment, the same way that you can just drop into here. These are not only pretty to be used in something, they can also be used just as a display item on your shelf. Wherever you're trying to sell, it could be on a platter, it could be in a basket, wherever you wanted to enhance it with. But the good thing is that it's movable, you can change it around, you can store it and use it again next year, or you can sell it. It's very, very pretty and very useful. So I'm going to show you how to make it. First, we took a piece of foam core, and this could be whatever size you wanted to use. And you just simply tape it. You can hot glue it, or you can just tape it, doesn't matter. Just like you would wrap a present, and I'm sure everybody knows how to wrap a present. And then you're just going to bring it over here like this. Doesn't have to be anything simple, real special, because you're going to cover it all, but you do want it to look nice. Bring it over like this. Tape it again like this. Now you always want the bottom to be the finished product. You don't want the bottom to look like this, because this is what you're going to glue to. So very quickly, you're just going to make a simple little bow, and you can use 2 or 3 ribbons at a time, because I'm sure everybody knows how to tie a bow. I like to use at least 4 ribbons. I don't know, I just think it looks real pretty. Just make a simple bow like this, making loops. Probably 3 to 4 loops is good, but you can use whatever amount that you wanted to use. Bring it around like this. If it gets a little tangled up, it's okay. We're going to fluff it out here in just a minute anyway. So then cut it at a nice angle, cut it like this. And I don't use wire because it always makes things too bulky and you have something that's going to stick somebody or something. So simply take one of your ribbons. It doesn't matter if it's the little one or the larger one. Just take one of your ribbons and don't worry how it looks now. Pull it together like this. And if you want to keep it to hold real good, tie it 2 times so that way it holds it. Then when you lay your bow down, then you fluff it out real nicely like this. See here like this. Pull your ribbons apart like that. Fluff it out a little bit. And there you go. So see, you didn't have to work so hard at it. Then take your glue gun. You can put the glue on the ribbon, but I think it's a little bit safer if you put it on the piece of foam core. That way you don't have to worry about getting burned. And then just attach it to the top like this. Hold it just for a little while until it attaches like this. And then you take your assortment of flowers. We call them hidden treasures because they're hidden and nobody wants to use them. But now you have a beautiful way to use them. And you just add it like this. Look how pretty that's becoming. They don't all have to match. You can do this and that, different ones. If you have some fruit or some berries or something that you want to use, that's great. Adding a lot of texture, so you don't want everything to be the same size. Just like this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then some more over here. You can come down underneath if you want. You have plenty of room there. Come right here. Be very careful with the glue gun. It holds pretty good, pretty fast, so you don't have to get in there real good and get burned. Come up a little bit like this. Go between. See how that lambs there just really pulls that together. If you have even little bits and pieces, like 1 or 2 little leaves here, just tuck them in here in the bottom. You can see how that looks like that. And these are just little pieces that I pulled together. Bring your pretty ribbon up, though. You don't want to hide it like this. And if you want to do 2 at a time, you can do that too. Just be very careful. Some hot glue up here like this. Just a trick with the hot glue. Let me show you too. When you're using 2 pieces or even just 1 piece with the hot glue, you tend to get all those little cobwebs in there. So when you put your glue on like this, just kind of give it a little spin like that, and it gets rid of those cobwebs before you stream across your flower arrangement that you're making. And you don't get all those little cobwebs in there. Okay, I'll show you that one more time. Just bring them together, hot glue, and then twist it around like that, and you can see there's no more cobwebs right now. So you have a nice finished product. So there is your floral embellishment that you've just made. If you have extra ribbon, you certainly want to use it all. Cut off, make a nice finished product. And if you see that you have one that's a little bit too long, you don't like it, just clip it off. Don't throw it in your scrap box. That's what we're trying to get rid of. Take it and attach it again. So see, it's all finished like that. And again, you can use this, just insert it in a basket like this. If by chance you're doing a wedding and you have a flower girl, she doesn't want to throw petals, this is a real simple way to do it. It's a little bit less than fresh flowers. So these are the floral embellishments that we have, and I'm going to show you a couple more. Here's one that we did for a little ballerina, little girl. We took the paper this time and did it oblong, covered it with the satin ribbon, just because I want it to look a little bit fancier. I love the satin ribbon. You can do it sideways if you like, and use it as a display item in your shop. So the satin really picks up the color there. And again, it's just a little piece of card of paper. Here's one that I did for Christmas, and especially at Christmas time, because we're doing so much decorating with Christmas trees and wreaths and garlands. We always have little pieces that are here and there and ornaments that are just, you know, one of a kind. At Christmas, we have a lot of different odds and ends. So we did this one here for Christmas, and it can be on a package, just like this, to help with your visual displays. And it could be next to a tree that you have the ornaments, these same ornaments on the tree. And by placing this next to it, then it draws attention. Maybe the customer says, oh, hey, you know, I can use this maybe for some Christmas presents. But this will draw attention to it. You can use this on packages. You can insert these into the tree to help make a bigger statement instead of just a big bunch of ribbon. If you don't have too many ornaments, do several of these and just attach them. You can add this to a wreath if you'd like to, or even a couple of garlands, whatever. This is a floral embellishment that just is wonderful to be used in different ways. We also have one now that's kind of lodgy. You know, the lodge theme is so popular right now. We have used this beautiful bark ribbon, and we've covered the bottom. And again, we have used one ornament, some of the berries. I'm laying it on the package so that you can see how it looks, because it's better if you can see it. But packages always give you that look, especially during the holidays, that it's a gift. So it's wonderful to use these everywhere that you can in your shop, even if you're just using this and you have a whole bank of poinsettias there, or Christmas greenery that you want to show. And again, if you have all these ornaments on the tree, this looks pretty to put it right underneath the tree. This is another one. It's a little bit different. I'm going to show you how I did it. This is also a piece of foam core that we use, but this time we cut it in a circle, and it has a hole in it. So I'm going to move this so you can see how this is done. See how we just wrapped it around and around and around? And I would say it probably took about 2 yards of ribbon that we did this. So when you get to the end, you can either glue it, or I left some tails here so that we could just tie a knot here like this. And you can double knot it if you want, just to make sure that it's secure. We hot glued all the pieces one at a time. Then I came back and hot glued the white pieces, and then the garland, the little glittery, and then the pine cones. And what we're doing here is we made the bow. It's just flat on the bottom. We're going to put some hot glue here. You can do it on the bow, but your chances of getting burned are pretty close, so you want to be careful. You want to press this down like this. Press it down real hard so that it attaches. And here we've used 3 different kinds of ribbon. And these are 2, you know, you might have like just a foot of ribbon of this and a foot of that. So use all those little pieces that you have, and you'll be surprised what a beautiful bow you come up with. So it's pretty much attached, but we want to keep going with the same theme. So you want to take some of the product And you can see it's just pieces. And again, if you'll wrap this around your hot glue, you don't get so many of those cobwebs going on. Gonna add one more like this. Go around and around. Attach it here to this. And then we're gonna add a little pine cone to it. And it's better on pine cones if you just glue the bottom of it instead of trying to do the edge, because you don't have enough to hold. And by doing the bottom, then you have plenty of places for it to attach to. So you have a nice little round display here. You can hang it and use it as a wreath if you'd like to. Sometimes we have like small cabinets or bookcases that we don't have enough room to really hang a larger wreath, so you could do this one. Or this could be your centerpiece. And what you can do here is just add a beautiful Christmas tree like this. You might have a pretty candlestick, or you might have a set of angels that you want to put and surround, and it makes a beautiful centerpiece for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope I've given you some good hints so that we can sell some nice different product in your showrooms. Use whatever you have. It's really simple. You come up with some beautiful items. And if you have any questions as to how any of this was done, please give us a call here at BURTON. We have a wonderful staff with lots of information that we can help you. Thank you so much.